Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back or welcome to my channel, Justice Jupiter, for another daily inspirational quickie. So we have our 3 groups like normal today, and I'm going to be channeling a message out of the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. Okay, so we have our 3 groups. We got Labradorite Birdie. She's got some flash right there. He's got flash. Oh, look at that. It's Labradorite bird. I don't know. I want to say it's a crow, but I'm not 100%. So Labradorite. And then we have our, is it lanolite, also known as Sera crystal. I believe this one is a parrot of sorts. So Sera for group number 2. Sera parrot. And group number 3 is the black Onyx crow. That'll be group number 3. The black Onyx crow. I believe it's Onyx. I could be wrong. There's my cat. He's doing zoomies. That's group 3. All right, good collective. So please meditate, see which crystal bird calls to you, and I will see you at your daily inspirational quickie. Bye. Hey, group number 1. If you chose the Labradorite bird, welcome. You made it to your read. She's so pretty. Oh, I love her. I love him. I don't know. Moving the fuck on. All right, Spirit, please tap me into the collective of group number 1. And may I please get 1 Keepers of the Light Oracle card for group number 1 for the highest and greatest good of all. Please and thank you. Can I just get 1 Keepers of the Light Oracle? That was fast and quick. Oh, Kronos or Kronos. Oh, Kara, I can't pronounce this. I am so sorry. I think the C is pronounced like a K. Kronos. Life force, express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Dang. So again, I'm sorry. I know that I believe that C is pronounced like a K, and that's I want to say that's the Nordic Celtic deity there. Okay, sorry about that. Or was it? Yeah. I don't know, collective. It's Monday and I'm waking up, so fuck. I really should do these the day before. Alright, express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. So that Labradorite is a very protective stone. It has a lot of flash. So it feels like you're definitely coming into a place of your own. Like, you're definitely honoring your emotions at this time. And because you are, it's going to bring about a lot of abundance for you. Right? Because you have the crescent moon that's here, which is all about tapping into your watery side. And then you have these, I don't remember the name of the symbol, but I did look up, and they represent flow. To flow with life, ebb and flow, to just go with the life force energy and just to flow. So it definitely feels like you are you are feeling more comfortable in your skin, in your emotional and your physical body, and it feels like you're just starting to flower, to bloom. I'm called to a lot of these oak leaves here that are they're fall colors, so this indicates to me that it's later in the fall season. So this happened for you in the fall season, where you really come into your own. Your sensual and your sexual powers are increased, so you definitely have a lot of like mojo, a lot of charisma, a lot of this going on. Very masculine energy as well with these antlers and these ram horns. So it definitely feels like you're in a good balance of your masculine and feminine energy, and you're really starting to flower, you're really starting to bloom, and this could really peak in the fall time for you. So I feel like this is an energy that you're starting to step into, and by fall you are just like this proud fucking buck, you know, these big antlers here, and it's like you have such a nice balance now of your emotional and your physical body, your masculine and your feminine energies, and it's all just in flow. It's all working together. It feels like you're going to be manifesting things very, very quickly, or very more rapidly than you've ever manifested before. So life force energy, yeah, I definitely see this as a manifestation card. Your manifestations are going to really take off for you, possibly in the fall time for you, whenever we're watching this. So all right, so that's what I have for you, collective group 1. That was pretty fucking cool. If this helped you, throw me a thumbs up. If you feel so called, you can share and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can get my information in the description box below. Until next time, group 1, can keep doing you. You're doing great, and you're balancing out your energies, and you're flowing with life. That's exactly what you need to do. Be in the moment, be in the present, be in the now. But that's all we have. So a lot of people could take some advice from you, group number 1. I'll holler at you later. Bye. Hey, group number 2, if you chose the Lanolite or Sera crystal, welcome, you made it to your read. All right, and I believe it's a parrot. It's a parrot or a cockatoo. I'm fairly certain it's a parrot. I'd bet money it's a parrot. Anyway, moving on, collective group number 2. Spirit, please tap me into the collective of group number 2, and may I please get one Keepers of the Light oracle card for them, please, and thank you. Oh, man, these cards are just popping so easily today. Sana Kumara, light activation, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Wow. Sanat Kumara. I don't know who that is either. But whoever this individual is, light activation. So I definitely get Thoth Egyptian vibes all day on this card. So there's not even really much to go off of. There's no background for me to really go on. This person is literally wearing nothing but a white singular robe, and it has encryptions on it. I want to say it's very tied to Egyptian times. And they have this white staff here. Now, there's also this white that's kind of like, it almost feels like an aura, like around them. It feels like you're going to be going through a very intense time, group number 2. And the Sera stone, what it means is what will be. I feel like you are a higher dimensional being, that you know, a starseed, if you will. You're ancient. You have ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom. This person has stark white hair, yet they have such a young face. They have stark blue eyes. They have a very, it's not a stoic face on this person, but it looks like they know a lot, and it's almost like they're smirking on the inside, because this person is like, they're underestimated, right, in their knowledge, because they look really young, but yet they carry so much wisdom. So a lot of people could really underestimate you, because you could be a very young person with a very old soul, and you don't get taken seriously by, like, you know, your elder peers, or your, not peers because they're the same age, but, you know, your elders, or whatever that case that is for you. But a light activation, and you could, it feels like you've already gone through a light activation, and you're going to get ready for another one. I don't know when this will take place. There's really no imagery or description to really take place, other than when I said that, I'm called to the blackness that's all around this card here. So that could mean to me like winter, you know what I mean? The winter time is when it's really dark, it's really gloomy, you know, it's where, you know, the earth is pregnant and then she gives birth in the spring. So it feels like you're going to be going through possibly a really heavy duty light activation code this coming up winter time, whenever that is for you. And just to really to just buckle down and just get through it, because I imagine your first one wasn't fucking fun, your second one isn't going to be much fun either, but it's going to really be what you need at this time, or at that time when it takes place. So you can see on this card, like, see how like young that person's face is, but yet their hair is stark white as if they were old. There's not much for me to go off of in this card. There's no pictures. You see like the glyphs in the back. I mean, like, you have an old times to ancient Egyptian to Thoth, you know what I mean, too. So I definitely look into Hermes Trismegistus, Thoth the Atlantean. I believe they're one and the same. There's even, and I believe it's possible that Jesus Christ was, you know, Thoth and Hermes Trismegistus incarnate, you know. So take it where it resonates. But group number 2, you are an ancient wise soul. You're going to be going through an activation, I feel, in the winter time to really be birthed in the spring, and it's going to be beautiful. I hope this helped you, group number 2. If it did, throw me a thumbs up. If you feel so called, you can share and subscribe. And if you're interested in further personal guidance, you can get my information in the description box below. Till next time, group number 2. Hang tight. You're needed for this world. You have mission. I'm here for you if you need me. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, collective of group number 3. If you chose the crow, I want to say it's black onyx, but I'm not really 100%. I really don't know, but I want to say it's black onyx. But, you know, if I don't know something, I'm going to fucking preface it, because I hate sounding like a dumbass or a know-it-all, because when I say I know something, I fucking know it, unless I say, I'm not really sure, but. So, I believe this is onyx, but it's a black crow, for sure. Raven, whatever resonates with you. There we go. Alright, so collective, let's go ahead and get tapped in here. Spirit, please tap me into the collective Group number 3. And may I please get one Keepers of the Light Oracle card for the fabulous collective of Group 3 with the Black Crow. One Keepers of the Light Oracle card. And there it is. Paul the Venetian. See, I don't know any of these Keepers of the Light cards. This is something that maybe in my right ear's ringing that I need to look into, especially maybe this one. Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Wow. So this doesn't have as much. It's almost a blend of the first two. The first card had a lot of imagery for me to go off of. The second card didn't have any imagery for me to go off of practically. And this card's kind of a mix of the between, because it's got not much, but a little more than card number 2. Paul the Venetian. So the Venetian times, right? So that is, what is Venetian? Is that Roman? I don't know. Yeah. Venetian. Yeah, Venetian. Venetian's Italy. Sorry, Paul. I'll have to learn about you after this. All right, so anyways, you have spiritual gifts. There's this rose here that is right directly placed over the heart chakra, right? The rose is blooming. You had a heart chakra awakening. Your heart chakra is open. It's full bloom right now, right? Because you're meant to really share your gifts, share your passion, share your love with the world. Paul the Venetian. And I'm going to have to look into him after this because I don't know nothing of you, Paul. I'm so sorry. But he is calling you to share your gifts because your heart chakra is in a place now where it's like full bloom, where you're meant to really shine. You're meant to really expand. You're meant to really express your divine creativity. So I'm called in the background here. I wouldn't say it's the flower of life, but there's definitely some sacred geometry behind him. And the colors that are like intertwined together is a mix of yellows and pinks, right? So yellows, I would take that as the solar plexus energy. The pinks, I would take that as your heart chakra energy. And it's also green and pink, kind of tandem in that regard. And he's also wearing a green coat, so thank you, Spirit. That knocks out that, what I just stated. So there's something about these times where I would say like 1800s in which this person probably existed, Paul the Venetian. And he possibly had gifts. So whatever, I'd really look into him, collective, to see what he stood for, because there may be similar things and traits and qualities and gifts that you carried as Paul the Venetian carried. And that's why he's highlighting out to you, because he could be a deity that you may work with, or a spirit guide, not a deity, I'm sorry, back that truck up. He could be a spirit guide that works with you and to help you express your gifts. Because I imagine back in those times, you were a witch. If you were, with the Church of England or the fucking Church of Rome, anything that was outside of that norm, you were a fucking witch. You know what I mean? So I imagine if he had gifts in those regards. Well, he's a man too, so he might have actually got under the radar because he's a man. But if, God forbid, if this was a woman with these gifts, she's a witch. But he probably, maybe, I don't know, because I haven't looked into him, that the gifts that he had carried, maybe they weren't really truly respected at that time, or really harnessed, or really made what they could have been all the way to their fullest potential. So group number 3, I know I'm rambling, this fucking went all over across the board, but you have gifts you're meant to share with the collective. You need to do that. You're in the prime state to share any knowledge, any gifts, any soul gifts that you brought with you this incarnation. It's prime for you to share them. So in whatever way that manifests for you, if you're an artist and you need to get your work out in the public eye, get your work out in the public eye. If you're a tarot reader and you haven't started your channel, get started on your channel. Whatever those gifts are for you. If you're a Reiki, you feel you're a Reiki healer, go learn Reiki and start, doing your soul gifts, because Paul the Nation is here, experiencing grace, love, and kindness, because you are meant to step into your soul mission, and the time is now. The time is perfect. There's no reason to stall. All right, that's what I have for you, group number 3. Again, that was across the board in a very wide array of areas, but I'm going to read the guidebook after this. Anyways, group number 3, I hope this helped you. I'm sorry if that was way fucking crazy off everywhere. I apologize. I didn't. And I still continue just to ramble. So I'm going to let you guys go. If this helped you, throw me a thumbs up. If you feel so called, please subscribe. And if you need personal guidance, information's in the description box below. Till next time, group 3, I got to get my ass to work. I'll talk to you later. Bye.